I am super duper cereal.
Alright, we're back. It's been a while,
it's
man.
been way too
It's been
long.
a while.
How long has it been?
I think October. We recorded one, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one was it? I don't remember what we did.
Was that the gross insects? We did grossest insects, which, if it's not already, it'll be out. I'm gonna put it out.
Since October.
Yeah.
No, not behind at all.
You said I was bald. I was still bald then.
I did forget you just recently shaved your head. That's right.
No, I shaved my head like 2 years ago, but I just recently grew it back.
I didn't. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Dude, you know what I did for the first time in a long time? I went to like a barber. That like legit
it's
straight
the best.
razor. It's the best.
Yeah.
I'm like
you
pissed
cut
at it.
your own hair?
Huh?
You cut your own hair?
No, I go and get my hair cut maybe once every like
cost
3 or
cutters
4
or
months.
whatever?
Yeah, just some random ass place. I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm like, screw this shit. I'm like, I'm gonna go to like a guy's barber
Men's
shop.
barber shop.
Go to a men's barber shop and check it out. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, I like it better when men cut my hair.
Dude, go to this.
Know what it
it's
is.
in this place in Prospect. It's Little City Barbers.
Okay.
It's like on 68.
Not a sponsorship.
Yeah. This dude I've known for a long. Well, it's actually one of Lauren's friends that she's known forever.
Okay.
And he's had. I think he said he's been there for like 8 years.
That's
9,
cool.
12, maybe. Even, I don't even remember. Don't quote me on it. I don't know, but dude, it's totally worth it. In and out, quick.
I go to a men's barber shop that takes appointments.
Yeah. That's exactly what he was like. Dude, if you're coming on a Tuesday or Friday, call me.
Yeah.
I'm
If
like,
you
all right.
anybody watching this or listening to this, if you go to a fucking barber shop and you sit around for an hour waiting to get your hair cut, you're a chump.
Or you're
What are you doing?
You're a retired guy that doesn't have fucking worry in the world, dude.
Then you need more shit to do. Like, why are you gonna go hang out? No, that's. Well, yeah, I guess if you're
chilling at a barber shop, dude. You know what I mean?
I
If it's a Saturday and it's like, you know what I mean?
I don't want to
know.
stay at a barber shop ever.
Well, this is the thing, though.
I don't even like going and get my oil change and hanging around while they do it.
That's different.
I'm waiting for
feel
someone
like
who
that's different.
does something that I can't do myself.
Put it this way.
No,
All right.
I just ran
Here's
off
a
now.
scenario. Well, no, because I'm obviously gonna make you a cookie cutter perfect scenario where you're like, yeah, well, that would be different. I would
Yeah,
do that.
please.
So I'm not. Yeah.
Custom tailor.
I'm gonna custom tailor a
in
scenario.
which I will definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna do that because that'd be a prick move. So no.
All right.
Moving on.
All right.
Fuck you.
So anyways, I found this little list online. I think it was put together by dig.com. It was just it's a little compilation of major things that happened culturally in January. So since it's the 31st, it seems like it's kind of appropriate. We can, take a look at what some of these things are. The first one,
guess first?
January 8th, girl wearing VR headset accidentally drops a digital grenade and mistakenly makes a run for it.
Oh no way! Oh my God!
I don't
Get
think
out of here! This has got to be hilarious. No, you have the no way! Oh my God!
Do we have audio? I didn't even check that.
Yeah, you got it. I can hear it.
Little ad real quick.
I gotta tell you, man, it's like so funny. Like my wife grabbed my phone the other day and tried to find a video on the on my phone when we were driving, like appease my son, so it would be like playing some music.
Yeah.
And she just pulls up my YouTube and she goes to search and she goes, "Ew." She's like, "Are you kidding me with your freaking search history?" And I'm like, "Man, I was looking at you laughing. Guys laugh at stupid gross shit all the time." And I'm like, "What? Oh my God!" She's like, "Wow, you really get to know somebody, man. All you gotta do is look at their YouTube history."
That's why when you want to search shit that you're not sure if you would like someone else to see, incognito mode.
I don't even know how to do that. No
It's
idea.
in the settings for your browser.
In the
It's not a setting in YouTube.
Oh, it's
setting
in your
in your
browser
browser.
itself?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, are you talking about like your internet browser?
Yeah.
Oh, see that now. Well, so
Listen,
you would look stuff
if it's
up.
on YouTube and YouTube is hosting the video,
You can Google
and
it
you
or
have
whatever.
shame about something YouTube is hosting, that's on you. If you're looking up something that you have to find on like Live Leak,
Yeah, no.
that maybe search incognito for that one.
Yeah,
that
see,
doesn't
no, I'm not.
accidentally
It's
come
not that.
up.
No, it's not that. I'm not watching any like crazy stuff. But I was trying to find that video of a woman who was. They were at the wedding and they were doing. She was doing the speech. She's just sitting there behind this guy like this, man, and then he's like giving the speech like at a wedding for the. They're doing the recording
like
for the bride and groom, and you could tell that she like puked a bunch in her mouth but held it in.
This was the bride?
No, it was just some random guest. Hilarious. But of course, so I'm looking up like woman vomiting at wedding, and so my wife sees that.
Puke,
Yeah.
Pretty lady pukes.
Yeah, puke during speech, wedding. Like, and she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, babe,
Wow, you think he knows?
just find the Madagascar song, and can we move past this?
Can we stop
Can we just
screaming?
get over it?
Kangaroo song!
Kangaroo song.
All right.
God.
All right. So this girl has a headset on, a VR headset. It looks like she's using. What are the? Do you know what those are, Brett? Are those the Oculus? I think it's the Oculus.
I think so. I'm not sure. There's a lot of VR shit now.
So she's just like, and some,
Nice 1911. That's an M1A1.
Yeah.
It's a 1924
Found
design.
a gun guy in the room.
Yeah. I got
So
two of
she's-
those. It's a great gun.
So she picks up a grenade, and she drops a grenade.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Oh my god, dude! What is wrong with you? Well, you know
So
what?
this girl is standing in like her living room, presumably. She drops a grenade in VR and panics.
And just
According to her
runs.
training
Oh
or
my
whatever.
God. According to her training
turns and
as a
runs.
cosmetologist who cuts people's hair.
She turns and runs straight into the fireplace. Straight into a brick, She
She ran into a
mantle.
fireplace.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to say she ran into a fireplace, making it sound like she ran
She's
into
on
the
fire.
flames. Yeah. She ran into basically
It was
a brick
intense.
wall.
She went in hard, and now you got to think about how that headset is on her face, pushed up against her eyes and
I
shit.
know.
Like, imagine if she's got glasses
Yeah,
on,
she
because
got
I wear
fucked
those
up.
things with my glasses on.
Also, look at all this sweet electronics that are in that living room. They have like a whole bunch of stuff, like speakers, a giant TV. They got a whole.
That's a
projector.
That's a projector.
Yeah, they got a. It looks like a good projector.
They should have framed
They got a
it.
tripod set up
They
or
didn't even
something.
frame it, like a couple chumps.
I know, right? You got to build a frame.
Well, this is the thing too, though, is when you shut that off, there's no attention drawn to it.
Have you had any sort of reaction like this doing any VR where you like for a second you forget?
Like get
it's
vertigo
not
or
real?
anything like that?
Well, no, this is way more than that. This is like
No.
she forgot she didn't actually have a grenade.
No. You feel like I've gotten vertigo and a feeling, but I've never reacted in that aspect. I've like kind of jumped, but I've never gotten to the point where I physically felt like I needed to move.
You never forgot that it wasn't real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't forget that it wasn't real. The tough thing is too, man, is the first couple times I've tried that, it screws with your senses. That's what
Yeah.
it does. That's what
the
makes
whole
it so
point.
exciting and so awesome. Did you hear about those new suits you can wear?
The haptic feedback.
The haptic, yeah, like that Tesla
I've heard-
fuck. It's
I've
not
heard
made
a
by
lot.
Tesla, dude. I was watching these people, and they made a program specific where you would like you select different things, and you feel the reaction of it.
Just
Like you
like
could feel
random
like
things
explosion,
happening?
kind of. Yeah,
like if you were-
could feel pressure, I guess.
What does it have, like 50 points of
I
contact?
don't know.
or
I didn't
something?
really get into all that aspect.
Tell you
of
what, man, that's really when the shit is gonna get crazy. Is when they can get a whole suit you can put on, and it has like a million contact
Yeah,
points.
dude, you have any idea
know?
how good
But then the
portal's gonna
question of
get?
it's like,
The portal is going to be phenomenal,
you'd have to have
bro.
something that kind of like wraps around your junk and like.
Fucking go ahead.
Well, it would have to be.
You know what though, man?
There'd be a
Like,
lot to it. Is all I'm saying.
There'd be a lot to it. Did you guys
Yeah.
see that video? It was like a VR kind of headset thing, and it was like, this is made phenomenally to be able to get so much work done. You have a set-up keyboard, and the guy's sitting there, and he's got like a keyboard that he learned how to use and everything like that. It does this, you can make your phone calls, everything, and it sucks your dick. It was like they were doing like a
Sounds
big...
like very matter of
and
fact.
very matter of factly, the dude's on stage like an iPhone freaking press conference and everything, and there's this thing, he's sitting, he's just going, oh! It was bad, dude. It was bad, but it was funny.
That's the way it's gonna go, man. It's gonna get to the point where like there'll be a commercial on TV for like are you lonely?
Well,
Like if you had trouble with women.
Yeah.
Well, now we have this thing that
Yeah.
you don't need to worry about that anymore.
dude, but you have any idea
Dating
how much,
sites,
like...
forget about it. Going
Yeah.
out in public and meeting women, don't sweat it. This thing will suck your dick all day long if you want it to.
Yeah, but they have those, dude. They got those, what do you call them? Those fucking,
Yeah, but to actually go in, like,
Go
for you
into
to
a-
think you're in a
in a
room,
room
with
with
a
a-
woman,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a whole other. And
That's
I mean,
true.
we're like, it's gonna happen before.
Yeah, right? You don't have to worry about, like, all right, well, you know, let's get... You can just go, poof,
Yeah,
power
you don't have
down.
to go like, oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
walk up to the door, like
Empty the cum
first date,
receptacle.
Like, do I go in
Like,
for a kiss?
Sit
Like,
there and
what do I do?
empty the...
Yeah, just dump it out. No, I left this. I let it sit too long.
It comes with, like, a little spatula.
Yeah, oh,
It's got, like, a little scooper for it. But then you gotta get... But then there's still a wipe down
you
from the
still gotta clean
spatula.
the spatula. Yeah, it's like using dishwasher with your own discretion. Like,
Did you ever see that movie, keep wanting to say Surrogates. It might have been Surrogates.
who's in it?
Bruce Willis was in it.
I think that is Surrogate.
It's Surrogates,
Yeah,
where they were,
with,
where they basically were in a VR chair,
Right.
They're in the VR chair, and the VR chair itself, they had like a physical robot
that goes out.
To the world.
And a small faction of people who are against it.
Yeah,
they live life in their regular bodies like a bunch of maniacs.
Like a bunch of freaking because they could easily die. That's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was pretty wild. Yeah, I gotta watch that movie.
The beginning of that movie was because it was the first time someone had murdered another surrogate with their surrogate. Because life was just so pleasurable.
Nobody
had any reason to murder anyone.
Yeah.
Plus, like, what do you even gain by destroying someone else's surrogate? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
And I think so. The A plot was that, and the B plot was like the woman dealing with her psychosis of being in the machine all the time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, that was the thing that everybody was facing.
Yeah, it's like
there were people that would still
they're old and wrinkly and sick.
Yeah, it was
pale.
exactly.
Kind of weird humanoid, like gross being.
Tunnel being.
Yeah. Speaking of gross shit, so this next one, I don't know what this is. I don't know where this came from. I don't know why this is a major event that happened in January. Right. This guy opens up broken telephone, uncovers a portal to hell, and naturally there's another ad.
Yeah, that is definitely. I'm gonna definitely go on. This is definitely gonna be some kind of nest, some kind of bug nest on an old phone. This is an old like wall hung phone that is around in people's kitchens. It's gonna be some kind of like big bug nest.
It's a very
something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Some kind of eggs got hatched. It's going to be like spider nest or some shit. Where all of a sudden you're just going to see it all over. It's going to look so dope. I'm so excited, and I want it to happen.
What did you say a second ago, Brett?
Nate, it's just the ad is.
Oh yeah, it's all good. That's
towards me.
So this guy's pulling the face off of an old phone.
Nailed it. Cockroaches, full of cockroaches.
Dead. It looks like I guess a lot of insects will take their dead and go pile them in like a
really like a receptacle. Yeah. Not for nothing though, dude. What did you expect? Look at the windowsill.
He opened it up for some reason.
Obviously.
Wow, they've been sitting there a while too.
Yeah, that's a
cockroach graveyard.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
I guess maybe the phone wasn't working properly.
No, but look, you could see that they were coming right through that hole.
Yeah.
Ugh. You know. Speaking of fucking crazy stuff with holes in random places. I got a call from my tenants the other day. They're like, there's a squirrel in the condo. And I'm like, what?
Oh, you got somebody in the condo?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a squirrel in the freaking condo, man. I go over there, and they're like, well, this is like, we think it might have come through here. And there was a hole that somebody had cut to get like a freaking telephone wire out of. They like drilled a 4-inch. I'm like, really?
They did that? The new tenant?
No. I think it was, I don't know who it was. It must have been one of the old tenants or something like that.
They just never spotted it?
I never saw it. I'm like, are
like
you
in the closet
kidding
or something?
me? Yeah, dude. I was like, son of a bitch.
It could have come through the chimney if it wasn't fluid.
Well, that's what we were thinking, but then after investigation, there was like no movement. They had a blanket over that was covered it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
So did you have to go catch the squirrel?
No. They were like, how do we get the squirrel? And I said, open the door and shut the lights off. Yeah, open the back door and shut the lights off, and that squirrel will go right out the door. And then sure enough, they called me right back. They're like, they went right outside. No problem at all. And I'm like, yeah.
If you're in a dark place, you know the light is outside.
Outside, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out good. Anyway, but
that's awesome.
Yeah.
We used to have, when we lived on Yale Street in Waterbury, we had one of those situations where I think there probably used to be an old wood stove, because that was like a decently old house. And there was a chimney that we had, I think we had an electric stove, but it was in the same place that presumably an old wood stove or an old gas stove used to be, so it was right up against the chimney. And there was when I was young, it always looked like a paper plate, but it was like a block for where the tube used to go.
The tube used to go with the wood stove.
Yeah, but it looks like a paper plate.
That was a cool house. Yeah, dude. The way it's got the old school like shitty paper plates. When you hold it, you put something on it. It just folds up.
Yeah. It's like you get a pack of 1,000. It's really 300. Nobody uses a single.
Nobody uses one.
No.
Hot beans on it. One plate with hot beans.
But that's why it's worth it to get the good paper plates. But anyway, that's a different conversation.
I hate.
But anyway, more than once when we lived in that house, because the chimney was still open, birds would come down there, and more than once we had a bird in the house because we would hear it like making noises. So we would have to take the thing off.
And let it
get into the house.
And to get it out of the house.
Get it out of the house.
No way.
More than once.
Well, you would have had it. You would have had a cockroach situation going.
A bunch of big. There probably was a big pile of dead birds in there. It's not like we ever looked in it.
Oh,
actually,
that's
true what?
Too.
It went down into the basement.
Oh.
Ceiling basement under the house.
Mm-hmm.
So there was probably dead stuff in there.
Yeah.
Maybe it went out. I don't remember. I don't know.
What a
random shit. It was like a dirt floor, like maybe 6.5 foot ceiling.
Yeah.
Like it was a
Creepy.
basement before anybody realized.
It was
like,
that's
the space.
That's a cellar.
It's
That's a cellar.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the word basement and cellar
and
is.
Dank and like
Yeah.
there was just random pockets in the wall for like
dead bodies.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Dead bodies or jars of jam.
Yeah, good memories in that.
Yeah, right?
Good memories.
So that's gross. That's
super
gnarly.
gross.
Obviously, these people are definitely trying to do some
Yeah.
kind of renovations in a big, to what looks like to me is a big,
Yeah, an apartment or
it's
something.
a big apartment, yeah.
Dude, do you have any personal experience with cockroaches? Because I don't. And
I've held like hissing cockroaches.
yeah, but like no, I mean like this
nothing.
kind.
I don't think I've ever.
Because I think when we did our resilient insects episode, we talked
Cockroaches
about
were
cockroaches.
100% there.
And there are thousands of species, and there's only like 2 species that actually are even willing to live in a human home.
Yes, exactly.
And this is one of them.
Yeah,
This is like the
yeah.
pretty standard like.
That's a
2,
standard
3
cockroach,
inch.
what somebody would look at as like, ew, cockroach.
Right.
Because I think I've seen like little tiny ones at some of the maybe some of the different facilities I've worked
Yeah,
at.
most of the species just like to live in underbrush and eat decaying matter, and like
Exactly.
they don't have any interest in being in
Being
a
in
home.
a house.
Yeah.
I honestly think
I saw these. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina recently, and we were just walking down the street, and we saw 2 of these.
Yeah.
Like not even near anything.
just being a bug.
Just being a bug, but like
being a
out
bug.
in the open. And
Yeah.
it was like it was like a nice day, so there was bugs out and stuff. But I was like, I've been so conditioned to automatically assume that if I come within 3 feet of one of those,
Run the other direction.
it's good. My house is going to be full of cockroaches. and at the time, I'm 800 miles away from my house. So, but I see that thing and I'm like, don't even let it look at me because we're gonna have to
make eye contact.
I'm gonna have to call
Don't make
Josh.
eye
I'm gonna have to
contact.
call Josh to get
Dude,
the
fumigate the place.
Fumigate the place. I looked at a cockroach, dude.
You know how much those tents cost, man? To go run a whole place.
But like you hear, there are people who like won't buy shit from thrift stores because they're worried about. roach
Dude, I've
stuff.
ordered stuff from companies that I know were down south companies where warehouses are and stuff like that, and I've had 2 different occasions dead recluse fucking spiders in the package.
Oh yeah,
Freaked me the fuck out,
brown
bro.
recluse.
Because my thing is too is that spiders molt and it looks just like another spider.
Yeah.
So my mindset is like, son of a bitch.
It's here somewhere.
Did it make it here?
Yeah,
Or
right.
is this legitimately the dead
Right.
spider? And I don't know how to
it's
test
hard
it.
to tell. Yeah.
I don't know. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Just give it a little poke.
No.
Wake up, buddy.
No. I'm not saying I didn't know, but I'm thinking, is that the molt
hey,
of
okay?
it? Yeah, you alright? Hey. I don't know.
Bro, speaking of
Spiders
poisonous
CPR.
shit, I was in Florida a few weeks ago, and we're swimming in the ocean, and there's like all kinds of weird species are ending up in weird places now with the climate change. and
Yeah,
stuff.
hell yeah.
So I'm swimming in the ocean, having a great time, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I know that feeling. I just got stung by a jellyfish. So I look at my side.
Oh, I know that feeling. I
bet-
just got stung by a jellyfish.
Dude.
I'm such a fucking man, bro.
Probably-
That when poisonous things that hurt the vast majority of everybody else, I'm just like, did somebody just walk closely by me?
Have I been shot?
Yeah. I think I just got stabbed in the fucking lung again. You said that so nonchalant. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did he not?
That shit hurts.
That's it, right?
No, well, all right. So I've only ever.
Anything's got to hurt a bit if people are like, dude, piss on it. It's got to hurt more than how you just described
Don't
them.
piss on those.
Don't
by the
piss
way.
on
Don't do
that.
that.
It's
No, but
ammonia, right? I
I've
think
been-
it's ammonia. Whatever. Anyway,
Supposedly,
go ahead.
I don't really know. But I've been stung a handful of times.
Really?
Yeah, I've been stung
I didn't know you've ever been stung by jellyfish.
more than 3 times. I've been stung by jellyfish.
Really?
Yeah, but nothing
Still
crazy.
keep going back in the water, huh?
Nothing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not dead. I'm not injured.
True.
It's like.
Put it this way.
Most of the time I've been stung, I know what the feeling is like. Like, suddenly I have a spot that burns, and there's only really one thing that does that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I just got stung by. I know
this
that.
time I knew the feeling, and this time it was like the most minuscule version that I've ever felt. It was
Yeah.
like just a little prick. And I'm like, well, I think I know what that is. So I looked down on my side, and there was like a little blue speck stuck to me, and I was like, oh no, because I've heard of I think in Australia there's a jellyfish that's the size of a match head that can fuck your life up.
Really?
Yeah. in Australia. I don't remember. It's some Japanese name. I think it somehow can't, comes down from the currents.
So now you're worried it fucking made it all the way over.
Well, I just got out of the water.
Yeah.
And I mean, this thing was not even the size of a match head.
It was smaller.
My suspicion, to just tell the end of the story first, my suspicion is that it might have been part of a tentacle of a Manowar.
Okay.
Because it was bright blue. Like, it was very clearly like a very nice blue color.
Yeah.
Like a very pleasing to the eye kind of blue.
Yeah.
But it was so small, I can't even find pictures, I can't find anything, any evidence of it actually that being an entire jellyfish. I think it was a piece of a tentacle.
Yeah.
That's my
aren't
best guess.
jellyfish tentacles like a whole plethora of organisms anyway in itself?
No. A Manowar.
A Manowar.
You're thinking of the Manowar specifically is a group of organisms called Cindarians or something like that. It's a group of organisms.
That's a Star Trek fucking bad guy.
It could also be that.
It probably is.
But yeah, a Manowar is a collection of individual organisms that travel around as a whole. Jellyfish are individual. Yeah. The disconnect there that you're thinking of is that a Manowar is not a jellyfish.
Correct.
It just gets lumped in with that.
Yes.
But I think it was part of a tentacle of something. But I got out of the water, and I went up to where we were chilling, and I was like, just so you guys know, I definitely just got stung by a jellyfish. I don't know. And there was a guy who was like handling the chairs and the umbrellas and stuff. I'm like, you're here all the time. I said, what do you think about this? And he's like, you feel okay? I'm like, yeah, I feel fine. He's like, then you're probably fine. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. So I like hung out of the water for a couple minutes, felt nothing, went back in the water. And I thought of you immediately because I'm like, well, I'm like, I literally just got stung by a jellyfish, and I'm like, well, I'm good, so I'm gonna go back. Like, the waves were perfect. It was just a perfect beach scenario for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna let this ruin it. And then I'm in the water, and I think I even said to Josh, like, I'm glad that I'm not the kind of person that gets scared to be in the water right now.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I just thought of you.
Well, I never think about being scared to get in the water. I just don't get in the fucking water.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
it's not.
I'm
You don't
good.
even get that far. You don't like get in the water and like, I'm all set and get back out. You just don't. It's just not your thing.
Well, this is the thing too, though, man. Is that even recently, like, I've gotten in the water. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And when I do, I try not. I can't let my brain even go there. When I make the conscious decision to go into the water, I'm just in the water.
Like,
I'm in the water.
Enjoy the waves, do a little body surfing, whatever. Yeah.
Because as soon as my brain goes, that's it. I'm done for the day, and I don't even want to fucking look at people in the water.
I could be in a swimming pool.
Oh yeah.
And get that feeling.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, what if there was a shark in here? I'd have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And then you just sometimes you just can't shake the feeling. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out of the water.
Do you know what that's actually called? Smart.
There's a word for it.
It's called smart. It's called being smart.
Oh.
Don't go where monsters are.
There is.
Don't go where monsters are.
Well, what's the word for when you get scared of sharks in a fucking swimming pool? What's the word for that?
I don't know.
Irrational.
Paranoid. Yeah. Probably. That makes sense. That fits me.
Yeah. So I went back in the water. I thought of you. That's basically the end of that.
Speaking of funny species being in weird places, did you hear about the fucking reptile fossil they found in Antarctica?
No.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's all I know. I read the headline. I didn't have any. Yeah, it was. All I saw was the scientists had found a fossil of a reptile thing. They said it was like 250 million years old.
Wait, so they found
in the ice in Antarctica.
Found a fossil in the ice, or they found frozen remnants in the ice?
That's See, don't quote me
I
on
don't
it.
think a fossil can form in ice.
Well, this is my thing. A fossil can form, but I don't know, man. No, a fossil can't form in ice.
No, a fossil could.
So it couldn't have been. But Antarctica is literally landmass, though. It's just covered with ice.
Rare fossil of Triassic reptile discovered in Antarctica. The fossilized remains of an early reptile dating back some 250 million years have been uncovered in the unlikeliest of places, Antarctica. The discovery shows how wildlife recovered after the worst mass extinction in our planet's history, and how Antarctica once hosted an ecosystem unlike any other. So what's the point here?
Life, whether or not the Antarctica
is covered in a massive sheet of ice.
Two possibilities. Islands there's two possibilities. Either along the coastline or the central transatlantic, or what is that? No.
Is there any pictures?
Spider Mountains.
Okay,
no, this is definitely an area where ice had melted.
They don't have a picture of what they found.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. There it is right there.
The side of the fossil showing. Okay, so it is a piece.
Bone. Yeah, it's an actual.
Yeah, that's a fossil.
That's a fossil. So I think it's an area where
it's in a piece of rock.
It's in a piece of rock.
So they found it in. There is land mass.
Well, this is my exactly. Well, this is my thought. So obviously, for it to be a cold-blooded animal,
right? It obviously was like a warm area.
Warm area at some point.
But I think we I think that's.
Did we already know that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So why was this
the continents have all moved around over.
All right,
the
then
globe
let's move the
throughout.
fuck on. Nobody gives a shit then.
No, well, it's cool. Nothing like this has ever been found. It's a big deal.
It is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Discovery is also shedding light on Antarctica's distinctive animals. Because Antarctica and South Africa were physically connected at the time,
There you go.
paleontologists worked under the assumption that the two regions had much in common in terms of local wildlife, and because fossils are abundant in South Africa, paleontologists use this record to make inferences about the kind of life that likely exists in Antarctica.
Pangea, baby.
Yeah, cool.
That is
That's
really
pretty
cool.
neat.
You know why I like the idea of Pangea? Makes me feel like Middle Earth can be real.
Yeah.
Right? Why not? Yeah.
At some point, you mean,
Yeah.
in the past.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cool,
that's
different
pretty cool.
creatures, different breeds of human beings.
Yeah.
Like elves.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we discover new shit all the time.
All the time, dude.
You know?
That's what blows my mind sometimes.
You gotta
We
read
get it,
that book, by the way. That book, *Sapiens*. When I'm done with it. You gotta
Yeah,
read
to give it to me. All right.
I just finished up a part about like human evolution and how like they're discovering new shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're, you know, when humans first came on the scene, Homo sapiens, there were at least 3 or 4 other human species coexisting on the planet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And
How so though? Does it? Well, don't tell me anymore. I want to read it. I'll read it.
there's plenty more in the book. We can talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm 40 pages into the 400-page book. So
Oh
there'll be plenty more.
Jesus! I don't even want to talk about this because I'm gonna completely forget it even exists.
Well, what is your question? How so what?
How different were the species of human? Are you talking skin pigment like we are now, or?
No, those aren't species. I'm talking actual differentiation in species. You're talking about race.
Oh yeah.
You're talking
yeah.
about culture. Like you're talking
Like
about
a
geographic.
Geographic, yeah.
physical
That's what I'm
differences.
thinking about.
No. This is like Neanderthals coexisting at the same time as Neanderthals are human.
Right,
Neanderthals are
right.
different species
These
of
are
human.
species of human.
And there's
Okay.
a couple others that I can't think of off the top of my
I'm
head.
picturing like, you mean motherfucker we had gills?
Yeah, not quite like
That's
that.
where my brain went.
Different proportions to the body, different brain structure.
But
stuff
if
like
all
that.
coexisting at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is the crazy thing. And for some reason, we outlasted them, and we can't ever really truly know how that happened. So I think it was probably I think the leading theories are it's probably a combination of interbreeding and outcompeting.
I would think it would be Darwinism, and not only that, but like genetically, there's probably things that cull out the weak.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think I don't think anybody would necessarily say that Neanderthals were weak. They just weren't.
I'm not
as
I'm not talking. Well, that's what that's what I'm
adaptable,
saying.
yeah.
That's. I didn't mean weak physically.
You mean less adaptable?
Less adaptable.
Well, that's really. I think that really is the thing. Is our strength as humans is we are heavily adaptable.
Yeah.
Maybe even to a fault. But that's a different conversation. What else
Is
you got
it
on this
though?
list? Yeah.
Is it though? Oh, we don't need to talk about Jeff Bezos.
No, we don't talk about
people
Jeff
talk
Bezos.
about
What's
fucking
the
Jeff
next?
Keir is already good. He's showing people.
Oh,
his
here's
dick.
this chick.
Look at the quads on her. Gymnast Catelyn Ohashi's floor routine is so freaking delightful, it hurts.
Now I gotta tell you. Yeah, we can watch.
I'm a big Olympic fan, and the floor routine,
You can let this play out.
and the uneven bars are probably my favorite Olympics.
I gotta tell you, man. This shit doesn't do anything for me.
No?
It doesn't do.
Seeing
anything.
it live is pretty impressive.
It does nothing for me, man. I just seeing people bounce around on
Look
a
how
thing.
cute she is. She's
She is adorable. She's adorable. She loves what she does. I'm very happy for her. But watching this just does nothing for
Do
me.
you enjoy like watching people like do choreographed dance or anything like that?
Absolutely not.
Well, then that's just not your
It does
thing.
nothing for me.
That's just your thing. I get
Like
it.
the fact that people are willing to watch this girl do this is super. I'm not against that at all. Just me personally. Excuse me. I get nothing out of it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But she fucking loves. She's loving life. She's like all about this shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. The things she does with her body are impressive.
Wow! Nailed it!
Yeah, that's cool.
She nailed
Like
that!
all this in between shit, I don't. And I feel like the fact that there's like the fact that we can see other shit around her, like kind of takes away.
It takes away from the whole thing?
You know, like seeing her teammate on the side doing the same move that she does, and like I don't know, it just doesn't. This music mashup is pretty cool. I think that I actually haven't watched this entire video for obvious reasons.
This is fantastic. I'm absolutely loving it.
She looks so strong.
She is super strong.
She looks like if she wrapped her legs around me, she could kill me.
She probably could.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's having the time of her life. I
Yeah.
can't hate on that at all. And I'm not like,
Yeah, but she's at work right now, bro. That's the other thing.
No,
She's
yeah.
supposed to make it look like she's
if I
having
were
a
to
time of
do
her life.
if I were to do 1/4 of this routine, I would be completely fucking exhausted. The other thing too is that it's like there's
Jake, you probably I don't think other than the shoulder popping, you'd be able to pull off any part of
I'm saying even if I attempted it, I would be completely
I'm like,
exhausted.
dude, when was the last time you did like a triple gainer off your feet, asshole? Like, you fucking serious?
If I did a triple
Dude,
gainer,
I would love to just see you stand still and do one backflip.
that move where she jumps up and lands in a full split and has already split before
She landed? I totally missed it.
Watch.
Yeah, that was insane.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No way. I didn't even
this.
see that.
And pop.
Oh, popped it!
Popped
What?
it, like,
Dude,
does
she
that
popped
not-
right back up,
It's not a
too.
move. It's not a move any man.
I've
is
never
going
seen
to
that.
attempt.
I've never seen that done
I
before.
have some equipment in the way that would. It's the only reason I would do this because
That was really, really cool. Listen, as somebody that is legitimately, I've seen a lot of floor routines like on TV and in person.
Yeah.
Watching somebody do that, like, you don't, when you're watching something like this, you don't realize how fucking high in the air they are.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of hard. There's nothing in the foreground really to really give you an idea. Those floors, dude, are like 40 feet by 40 feet or something like that.
And she just goes across.
They're very big. They go corner to corner like that, and
Yeah,
it's insane. By the time she's ready to spring like that, she's halfway across. They land in the corners.
Yeah,
it's really wild.
They really use the space.
That was really impressive. What is this girl's name? Catelyn
Ohashi.
Ohashi?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to diminish, how difficult or impressive.
It's just not entertaining for you.
It's just not entertaining.
To me, that's phenomenal, and I love that. I've always enjoyed it.
I'm happy that there are people that enjoy this, especially because she's enjoying it so much. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. I would love to. I would love for one of my kids to get into that, just in the aspect of being able to watch them do it in the yard. It'd be fun to watch.
Or you can just watch videos like this.
Valid point. Yeah.
What is this down here?
I'm not doing the next one.
Yeah, we don't have to talk.
We
about
don't give
that.
a shit about the fucking government shutdown.
That's
I do give. Wait, let's go back up. Let's talk about that.
I would like to hear your thoughts on this because me and Nick talked about this the other day, and he didn't think it was as big of a deal as I did.
Okay, this is my thoughts on this whole situation.
Okay.
I don't think it's a big fucking deal at all either.
Okay.
This is my outlook on this whole scenario. People's reaction to it is like way more overbearing than what it needs to be. And what we're talking about right now is Donald Trump actually giving those football players all the fast food stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go off of just one key point. These guys are trying to be professional athletes.
Yep.
This is not the food that they should
That's
be
what
consuming.
I was saying, yeah.
This is not the food that they should be consuming.
Okay, so in that aspect...
Bad decision.
Bad look nutrition-wise.
Bad look nutrition-wise. Let's just go
Is that
off
your
of that.
only beef with this?
No.
Okay.
No.
No pun intended.
Yeah. My other beef with it is too, not for nothing, Trump tried to use it in the aspect of, I went out and spent my own money to do this. Motherfucker, you could have gotten them steaks.
Yeah.
You could, for an extra, I don't know how much he spent on that. I'm going to guesstimate, Brett, you're fluent in this. That's probably, maybe, let's say $1,000 max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1,000 worth of fast food?
Let's call it
like
max.
Big Macs.
Let's say $1,000 worth of food. For three, those dudes could have been eating straight lobster tails and filet mignons.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So in that aspect, that's what pisses me off.
Even if it was 10 grand, take it out of your pocket, dude.
Well, that's the thing.
Here's the thing. Fine, do this. All right, cool. But don't fucking stand there behind it like he's literally has that. Look
This
at his
is the
body
thing,
language.
though.
He's literally like this.
I got it.
Don't give me all the credit. I know this was a brilliant idea, but don't don't.
Well,
go
listen,
weeping over it or
we
anything.
obviously know Trump is a provocateur. That's what he does, and not for anything. I understand the platform that he was looking to of using this on as. Sorry, guys, could have done better, but because we need to get this wall done, the Democrats don't want to do it. The government shut down. My cooks aren't here.
So you think he used it as a PR move to really prove that there's really the Democrats are fucking this situation so hard.
That's me playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
me playing the devil's advocate from the Democratic side of saying, fuck you, dude, Trump, you're being an asshole. You're trying to use that as a negative portrayal of what is occurring because of the shutdown.
Look at how bad the Democrats
Look at what,
screwing
yeah,
this
and it's
up.
like, dude,
And I can't even. But that's not the look on his face.
No,
That's not the look on his
this is
face
the
in that
thing.
picture.
Anything that you're going to put up, and everybody can say it too, and that's, I would say, 95% of people that are going to be putting anything on any kind of platform on social media, they want it to be the best possible look that it could be.
Right.
So that's obviously what he did.
I think honestly, wall stuff aside, his approval ratings are dropping. I think he could have gained a few points back if he had gone out of his own pocket and gotten them an actual nice dinner. I think that would have been...
yes.
That would have been the most admirable thing he could have done, maybe in his entire presidency.
Yes.
So far.
Yes.
There's time left, but I just want to call all these comments that are on Twitter right now. This guy, Kevin something,
why don't I see
Chick-fil-A? The reply is, I admire Trump not pandering to the Southern College football team with their fast food brand of choice, and instead feeding them hundreds of pounds of his own northern favorites on brand. I like that comment a lot. He's like, I don't give a shit that you guys are from the South and probably want fucking Bojangles. Fuck that. Because I could have paid. You know what? I could have gone to Bojangles, thrown it on a jet, and gotten it here still warm.
Yeah, but that would have been my tax dollars, man. And screw you. You're loading up a jet with fucking burgers for somebody.
The government is shut down. It would not be your tax dollars.
Well,
he would have got on his pocket. He went on his pocket for this. He could have at least got.
Overall, this is my big thing: is that made such a social media storm so fast and so abruptly. How upset were the football players?
They were probably fine with it.
They were probably
I don't think they care about
100% fine with it, and that's one of the things that pisses me off. People are so quick to jump to defense of people that probably don't need defense.
I don't care about football.
They just won the game. They got defense on lock. They're fine.
They're thinking about next year.
Yeah,
that's what bothered me about it. It's like, guys, this is the thing, is I find the vast majority of people that are negative Trump, listen, I don't like the system that we have in place, but I'm still going to be respectful to the commander-in-chief. I just feel like people, that's what pissed me off about this, is it's like, dude, did you guys ask how many football players, do you think they give a shit? Did those guys come in here like it was a punishment, dude? If those guys didn't want to eat it, they wouldn't have eaten it.
I don't disagree with that at all. But also consider the fact that odds are, a lot of those guys being from the South, odds are they're probably Trump supporters anyway. They're probably happy they got to go to the White House at all and meet the president.
That's my thing.
That's fine.
I'd be happy if you gave me a fucking burger.
Fine. But it's still a bad look to feed McDonald's for a fucking White House dinner. That's still a bad look.
It could be a bad look, dude, but this is the thing. But all right, so why is it a bad look?
Because it just seems unprofessional. It's not classy at all. Like, it just seems like it would have been so easy.
He should have just gotten a bus and brought him to McDonald's. Had he gotten on a bus, because this is my thing, because then it's not a White House dinner.
The food would have been warm that way.
It would, yeah. I gotta be honest, dude. I would have been happy to be at the White House, meet the president. That's my personal opinion. I think he could have splurged for an extra fucking 10 grand, dude, out of your pocket, bro, to fucking do it. Because this is the thing. I saw a lot of people's posts, and I got into it, one of the guys on my Facebook post over somebody else's. And one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm not even going to bother with this fucking Facebook anymore. He was getting so mad about it, and I'm like, well, bro, like, what would you have done? What would you have done?
To me, in my opinion, it might have been even a better look if he was just like, listen, guys, we can come give you a tour of the White House, you can meet the president, but we're not going to
do dinner. We're not going to do dinner.
We can sit down and chat, whatever, but we're not going to do dinner, sorry.
That
would have been a better look than this.
Like I had said, I think overall, especially now that we've had this conversation.
It's not like the homeless poor people that don't have other means to eat.
Don't have other means to eat. Overall, I think now that we've had this conversation and me saying what I said at the beginning of this has made me realize that this did upset me more than I thought it did. Just for the basic aspect that I think the president did use it as a media ploy to kind of use it against the opposition to say this is what we need to do now because this is what we need to resort to
because you won't let me
build a wall.
Yeah.
Then that aspect of it pisses me off. That being said, fuck, build that wall.
Yeah, because
build that wall.
Yeah, anyway, I won't talk about that right now.
Why not? Come on, let's fucking get mad at each other before we end it.
Quite honestly, I don't know enough. I've seen a lot on both sides. I think that probably we do need some immigration reform.
Yeah.
I've stuff that I've read and listened to. I guess I can get on that. However, apparently the wall is not the most cost-effective way to do it. And in a time where we have multiple very important things as a country that we need to be handling, like the healthcare situation, climate change, mental health, I think that we should be looking at the most cost-effective way to handle
those are all
reform.
long-term things. A wall can be physically built.
And how long? How long do you think they can build that? How long do you think it'll take to build that wall?
Probably 5 years.
What do you think we can do for climate change and alternative fuels in 5 years?
Nothing. Zero.
Nothing? Zero?
Nothing. I don't think it's possible.
$5 billion?
I think with the absolute opposition of all the things on fossil fuels and the money that is being made, I do not think that we would be able to accomplish
the president declared a national emergency.
To what? Shut down all fossil
climate
fuels?
Change? Not to shut it down, but to make some sort of 5-year plan to shift away from fossil fuels? A mandatory presidential
You're not going to
decree?
stop that across the planet, bro.
We have no control. I'm not talking about the planet. I'm talking about our country.
Oh, in our country alone? Well, dude, I mean, this is the
thing.
thing, though, too, man, is you're going to have, no matter what you do, I think it was Janet Reno said it during, who the hell does she work? I can't remember. Janet Reno was a really good thing that she had said. She goes, no matter what decision we make, we're going to catch flack for it.
Yeah, that's true.
So why don't we do what we can to do the right thing?
Well,
I honestly, dude.
Listen, what I've, all the arguments I've heard about the whole wall versus just beefing up the things we already have in place. The criminals
are going to find a way.
They're going to find a way. Yeah. The drugs come through the legal borders.
Yeah.
No, the drugs come through the gates.
Yeah.
The drugs come through in people's cars. People
Yeah.
wave the car full of drugs through unknowingly.
Yeah.
They don't come through. The coyotes are not taking people.
No, that's
full of
people, man.
drugs.
That's people coming
Yeah.
into this country.
But there's a multifaceted argument why we need immigration reform. Drugs, criminals,
Yeah.
People. Taking
I
jobs,
honestly think the
whatever.
main reason why we need... I don't even think about any of the criminals and the drugs and all that aspect. Criminals and stuff like that is going to happen anyway. Seedy crap that happens in for human choices to do
Yeah.
that is going to happen anyway.
Right.
My big thing is that there's...
We need to get
It's a
control
drain.
on people just wandering.
We're just wandering into the
That's-
country, dude. I can't just wander into
that's
Canada.
fine.
And nobody's giving Canada shit.
We're in agreement on immigration
Yeah,
reform.
yeah.
But from the stuff that I've read and listened to,
There's other things that could be
building
more
a
important.
wall is not the most cost-effective way to do it.
Right.
Because very clearly, the methods that we have work. We just need to put more resources into it.
Part of me, I say this, dude, and I know deep down, I know that it wouldn't work and it would be a horrible thing, but it's like, fucking let loose some rounds, bro.
Or
Let loose some fucking rounds and see what happens.
Wouldn't it be more? What would happen if we took $1 billion and put that into just drones that fly back and forth across the border?
But what are the drones going to do?
Take video footage and alert people to go drive a truck over there and stop the people from walking across
That's
the
actually
border.
a good idea, especially now with the automation
that we have. It's not like they get across the line and they're safe. There's all kinds of space for these things to take place.
That's
in
a
the
good
middle.
point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's no different than what they're doing now in trucks anyway.
You think they're going to build a wall?
Yeah, you
and
probably
have
got
50 miles of the wall with no cameras on it and nobody patrolling it.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
a good
if somebody
point.
wants to if somebody figures out a way to launch themselves or in a circus rocket over the fucking wall and figure out.
Dude, I was laughing. Jack,
Nobody's there to see it.
we talked about it. How you were like, well, what if we build a wall? Mexico just builds a staircase. I'm like, yo, if that shit happens, I want to contribute to the slide on our side.
Yep.
And like, I'm totally like, I am, man. I'm very right wing, and I'm very much like protect our country and everything like that. But I'm like,
you are, but I don't think you really are.
What do you mean?
You say you're right wing, but I don't think when you really.
I would think. Well, this is the thing, though, dude.
You're a humanist.
I'm a humanist. Yeah, I'm definitely a humanist.
You just happen to be like a gun owner. You happen to be like. There are a lot of things that if somebody doesn't actually know you, they would probably call you right wing.
Right.
And I think for purposes.
No, overall, I really want to see everybody be able to succeed, and I want to see people able to do good.
But it needs to make sense for everyone.
It needs to make sense for everybody, and it needs to not. It's a drain on our economy. It's a drain on my personal pocket. It's a drain on our pocket. But this is my thing.
Enough to agree or disagree with you.
This is my thing, dude. Is you're going right back to your mental health thing. Like, why aren't we trying to help? There should be so much more for our veterans. You know what I mean? You know what?
That is an understatement of the.
That's the thing, man.
Literally
like,
of the century.
It blows my mind, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I know people personally that have gone through so much shit, and the stories that people tell me, I'm like, oh my god. Like, I get why people have such bad PTSD, and then like well, give them Oxycontin. Give them a painkiller.
That's happened to my cousin.
A fucking painkiller.
We gave you pills. What more?
Yeah, like what?
Sir, you.
Well, have you been going and talking to your
that
therapist?
you did your
They can fill your prescription back. That just makes
God
me sick.
forbid somebody wants to try fucking psilocybin or mescaline or DMT.
Go ahead, man. Strip your balls off.
It's all highly illegal.
Yeah, that's insane. It's
highly
absolutely
illegal.
insane that is.
I think we're
This
making
goes,
progress.
you know what? Yeah,
We're making
I think we
progress
are.
with that stuff.
Well, this is the thing too, man. Is I don't. You know what, Jake? Yes, I agree with you that there could be a shorter 5-year plan on that.
We're in the age now where things are being talked about and action isn't necessarily happening with a lot of things that are problems, but at least they're being talked about fucking constantly.
Well, this is the thing.
Constantly.
But the thing is, with the ability to communicate with all each other as vastly and as fast as we can, we're using it as a platform to just argue.
Yeah, but they're arguments that need to be had.
Yeah,
The
that's
arguments
true.
that are happening at a more rapid pace. I don't have to fucking write an article.
Hash
and you
shit
write
out.
a counter article.
Yeah.
We get on Twitter. We fucking yell at
hash
each
it
other.
out. Go nuts.
You know what I mean? And if one of us is an asshole, everybody piles on the asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's happening. We're in this chaotic. It's gonna.
Well, you know what?
At
Like
some point.
I was just talking to somebody about. I think I was talking to my father about it the other day, and I was talking about like how we do need so many more changes and everything like that. And and I remember watching David Letterman's show. My next guest is, I think it's
Need
called
some introduction or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's called my next guest.
My next guest is or something. And when Obama was on it, and I never heard this.
The ship metaphor.
The ship metaphor.
I talked to you about that.
Yeah, me and you had talked about that, and I was like, that's such a great thing because I've always had the idea.
The metaphor is that you become the captain of this giant freighter ship, and you can't just turn it 90 degrees.
No.
You can
Takes a
turn it
long
1 degree
time.
and hope that the next guy at the helm turns it another degree, and the next guy turns it another degree, and eventually you're heading in a completely different direction.
Yes.
There's just so much momentum behind so many things that are going on.
That it never seems to. Yeah, everybody wants to
you
jerk
got-
the wheel the other direction because they're like, screw this guy,
it's literally
screw
impossible.
that guy and his cronies, and it's like, why are you looking at it like that? Where
Well, the
we're
funny
not.
thing though is that it's like people are campaigning and they're like, I'm turning the ship 90 degrees. I'm turning the ship 180 degrees. And people are like, yeah, please, not even thinking that that's literally impossible.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get into office and just fucking change like,
everything.
History should tell us,
That it's not going
like,
to happen.
God forbid somebody gets up there and has some reasonable things, but you don't get people freaking out. You don't get people showing up at rallies being reasonable.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when people had the mindset like, we gotta get organized, we gotta get together, you're already like, you're already at the nines.
Yeah. And the other thing too about the whole wall thing is that it's like that was Trump's big that was one of his big talking points when he was campaigning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him build a wall, and guess what? Guess who's gonna pay for that wall? They are.
Yeah.
That went out the window
Yeah.
pretty quickly. But like,
But
I
dude,
think- I think-
$5 billion, $5 billion.
in the grand scheme of things is nothing. It's
But
not
dude,
much
it's
money.
like $100 billion that it costs to pay for fucking people that are in this country illegally for medical and welfare and all that shit a year.
People, you're talking about the children of people who are here legally.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to be 100% clear, anybody who doesn't know this, if a person is here legally,
They get the
it
point.
sounds obvious. They cannot collect welfare.
Yes,
They do not have health care.
Yes.
They do not have any benefits of being a citizen.
Correct.
If they're not a citizen.
If they're not a citizen. Yes.
I know it sounds obvious, but there are people who don't put that 2 and 2 together when
Right.
they're talking about.
But this is the thing, though,
But
Jake.
If they have children
but
here,
if that person's outside a house and I have the ability to feed them and I know they need food, you bet your ass I'm giving it to them.
yeah.
All right.
Right.
And now that's my direct decision. But if there's
But as a
100,
country,
if there's
as a
100
country, we shouldn't act that way.
no, I think we should act that way. I think we
But
should
they don't
act
need to
that
come
way.
here to get that.
They don't need to come here to get
Right.
that. You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
it's really a tough thing because it's like.
Because if it's that bad that they're willing to risk life and live,
apparently it is that
if
bad.
it's that bad, then we need to intervene there.
Yeah, but we.
They're our next door neighbors. They are our next door neighbors.
think
We
the
need to
problem-
intervene there and not across the fucking pond.
I agree with that 100%.
You know what I mean?
I think that if Mexico is so bad and South American countries are so
Then
bad,
we need to intervene with our next door
But
neighbors.
then it's a whole fucking.
Well,
thing.
we
What
don't
do
need to be
do?
Team
What
America
do-
World
what do we
Police,
do?
dude.
Yeah,
America,
that's
fuck yeah.
That's the only way we could do it is to be America
And we
World
shouldn't do
Police.
that. But
Well,
Jake,
maybe
this
we
is.
should.
But
Maybe we should.
But we've been doing that.
No, we haven't. No, we've been exploiting local governments and third world countries to get their natural resources.
Correct.
That's what we've been doing historically.
Okay.
We're not actually trying to fix.
don't you think it's a good idea that we pull people and troops and all that out of there and worry about this country?
Yeah, definitely.
And we should.
But at the
So
same
this is
time-
the thought, is the vast majority of the military experts that have been in the military for that long say, then you need to secure the borders so we can pull troops out, we can come home, and we can worry about this country.
Yeah, no, like I
That's
said,
the
we're
thing,
in
Jim.
agreement on.
You've got
we're-
200 miles of tank areas that people can be plowing in. If we say, fuck it, we're out, and leave the world to the world, We need to worry about protecting ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to
And
fucking fill the moat and pull the drawbridge up.
My only point is that a wall doesn't seem to be the most cost-effective way to do it.
I agree with you. I do agree with you because when it actually comes to it and we decide screw it, we're pulling out. And because what do we got all the fighter jets for, man?
A wall would be kind of cool. Like if that were the most effective way, a wall would be kind of badass.
Listen, this is the other thing too, man. The wall of China is still there.
Yeah. The other
And
thing,
it ain't gonna be that big. You know what I mean?
Too,
No, it wouldn't be that cool.
Yeah.
the other thing to consider too is that wall is going to have impact on the ecosystem.
The ecosystem, exactly.
That's not negligible.
That was one of the things that I was actually going to bring
Like
up about
all
the energy.
You
You
going
would
to walk back and forth through the fucking gates.
Right. When
with
you
a
had
person
talked
saying,
about
"Yeah, you're good."
like you had talked about how in a 5-year plan we could probably easily spend our money on something that's more pertinent, something like some better energy stuff.
Sure.
Well, all those things come with fucking. They come with negative things that happen that impact the environment.
Yeah, but that could be worked out if we dumped a lot of money into figuring that out, which we are not doing.
No.
Only private companies
are doing that, which is
absurd.
insane.
It's absurd.
It's insane.
Yeah, the government really needs to have more of an active role in alternative fuels.
Well, think about it, man. How that, especially with any technology, you and I have talked about this. With every technology, is the farther and farther you push that technology, and the more time and money that you put into that technology, the cheaper and cheaper and cheaper that technology gets, and the better it gets.
Yeah,
exactly. It all happens in a flow where it's all right, man. It's really expensive right now, but then all of a sudden it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and it gets better and better and better and better and better.
Right.
So if you're doing that,
exactly.
the fuck are we doing?
It just needs to be.
You know what I mean? We're still we're still blowing shit up to get to the fucking store.
Yeah.
We're just like fucking blow it up.
A combustion engine is like one of the least effective ways to turn a fuel into
energy. Yes.
It's one of the least effective ways.
Yeah,
it's like
crazy.
95% inefficient or something like that.
Is it really that bad?
That bad.
Yeah, but bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now.
You lose.
But listen,
the only thing you're actually harnessing out of that combustion is the pressure.
Is the pressure itself.
You're not utilizing the heat. You're not utilizing the light.
That being said, sit your ass in a 700 horsepower, 600 torque car and fucking rip a fucking quarter mile and tell me that you don't want fucking fossil fuels, bro.
Hey, man.
Because I'm gonna tell you something right now, dude. I got about a half a pack of Mentos in my pocket thinking about it.
Faster.
Yeah, it can. It can.
Go faster.
Yeah, but dude, I'm telling you.
It's about the noise you're hearing while you're going
Yeah,
fast?
dude, it's that rumble,
It's
bro.
about the rumble?
Well, listen,
It can all be
we took a
simulated.
ride.
It's fine.
That's
Dude,
true.
that's true. It goes right full circle, back to the fucking suits we gotta wear.
We're only going to be doing it in VR in 100 years anyway.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Dude,
Let's get
I took a ride in a friend of mine's Tesla, and one of my buddies was in the back seat, and we found the straightaway, dude, and he punched it, and I was just like, whoa, man, it was insane. Instant
What
power.
car was this?
Gone. It was it's a Tesla.
Oh.
Oh my god, I
Roadster?
want to say M3 or 3
No.
Series, or I don't
There's,
know. It's a 4-door sedan.
yeah, I don't know the names of them off the top of my head.
Dope ass car. Dope ass car, really neat. Weird as hell to get into. It feels like a spaceship. It's literally like an iPad.
Yeah.
No gauges. That's
Yeah.
it. It's a steering wheel and a fucking iPad, bro. It was.
Basically.
I got on it and I'm like, what
It's
the
like bigger
dude? I
than
went
an
like
iPad.
this. I went like this, Brett, to the side, and the door handle went, and then doop.
Oh, it's like a touchpad?
It was
Yeah.
like a weird little, like it was just this piece of silver.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
And
this.
I went
car.
like
That's
this,
not cool,
dude. Dude, it was dope.
There's no
And
handle.
now
It's
the
like,
amazing.
it's like a piece of metal, and you touch it, and then it pops out, and you pull the door.
The other
It's awesome.
amazing thing is too, dude, the center of gravity of the cars are extremely
Very
low,
low, yeah.
because the battery packs are all lined on the bottom of the car.
Yeah, when you look at the bottom of a Tesla, it's just flat.
It's
there's
crazy.
no pipes, tubes, there's nothing.
So listen, so what ended up happening is we get in this car and this dude punches it, and I'm telling you guys, we were doing 90 miles an hour on a side road like that.
In like 5 seconds.
Not even.
Not even, yeah.
Not even. So I turn around, I look at my boy, and he's just standing there like,
You're standing?
or sitting there just like, yeah, dude, you can just walk inside Teslas.
That's it?
Dude, it's
Wow.
insane. Dude. We went, like, after he was doing this, I was getting a drink at the bar, dude, and I came back. No. So I look back, and I'm like, and like afterward, he goes, bro, he says, my brain, I wasn't comprehending what was occurring with hitting that type of speed because I didn't feel the rumble, because I didn't hear the noise. I've never been in a
wild.
vehicle where I didn't hear the and then you feel it, you get pushed. It was just instantly, you're just in the seat and you're fucking flying. So he goes, Joe, he says, dude, I almost passed out. He goes, not because of like the pressure.
G-force.
He goes, I couldn't, he says, I'm literally sitting there and I'm going, what the fuck? Like he couldn't his brain was just not comprehending what was occurring because you never experienced something like that. It was really
I haven't
wild.
been in one yet.
Dude, they're nuts. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. If you see somebody with them at a gas station or something like that, stand around for 5 minutes and ask. It's worth it because it's an absolutely unbelievable. It's an unbelievable vehicle. And then all of a sudden he would just slow down and be like.
And I love
just
Elon Musk's attitude about it too. He's like, yeah, they're pretty cool, huh? Like, yeah, they're cool. And he's like, yeah, that was the point.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why'd you guys make a flamethrower? I don't know, it was cool.
It was
Did
cool.
you see the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah, I did. It was hilarious.
He's the best.
He said, I wanted
Elon Musk
what did he
doesn't
say?
give a
I wanted
he said in an interview like more recently than even that, where he's like, listen, if another company comes up and competes and makes a better electric car than Tesla,
he doesn't care.
He goes, that's I would love that.
Well, this is one of the things he had said, Jake, and this goes back to exactly what I was talking about with the energy thing and the switch over and where we could probably put more money into a more sustainable whatever over a 5-year plan. He even said it himself. He goes, there's over 200 million cars on the planet.
Yeah.
He says, even if you completely stopped all production, it was maybe even more than that. I don't remember. He said, but listen, this is what he said. He says, if you completely stop all production of all fossil fuel running vehicles right now, and all you produce was electric, it's going to take at least 20 years.
Yeah.
At least 20 years just for the economy to flip it and say everybody's got one.
Let's turn that ship, dude. Let's start turning that ship.
Let's start turning that ship, but this is the thing.
I don't care.
The private sector shouldn't be the private sector should not be the thing that's doing it. It should be run by a government agency.
Absolutely.
We should
but
say.
That's the thing is, if you're a private citizen with a $10 billion, what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Well, that's
build a company that makes cool shit. That's 100% what I would do.
Well, that's what I think is good.
Like, what's the coolest thing I could do right now? Yeah. Let's get some minds together. Let's start a company, employ a few thousand people. Let's make fucking cool shit. What else am I gonna do?
Like, dude, 10 years ago, I would say that 10 years ago, I was like, dude, I don't even want to bring a kid into this world.
Yeah.
Now, and it's probably because I have kids, so I need to kind of maybe subconsciously think positively. Yeah. But now I'm like, dude, it's going to be dope for my kid. When my kid's going to be parents, it's going to be fucking cool, the shit that's out there, man.
And he'll be able to appreciate it in a healthy way because he has mentally healthy parents, fortunately.
Wow. Yeah.
So
hit the moon. Hit the what? Hell yeah! I want to watch a meteorite hit the moon.
So I saw this.
So recently,
did you?
I did.
So recently,
red,
there was a super blood wolf moon eclipse, which doesn't fucking mean anything.
2 hours. This guy fucking streamed the whole thing.
Really?
It should cut right to the spot.
Yeah, it looked like.
Oh yeah, that was only like a 30-second video
of somebody recording the super wolf blood moon, wherever the fuck it is. And
he captured
everybody who recorded this captured this happening.
Really?
Everybody's looking at the same moon. That was it. You missed it.
Honest?
Yeah, I swear to God, you missed it.
Where?
Bring it back. Might as well just reload it.
Wait, right there. He's fine. No?
You didn't bring it back yet, did you? You're looking on the bottom. If there are 4 quadrants to this, you're looking at the very edge. Look at the very edge and like the lower left quadrant, and you'll see a little flick. That's it. That's all you see.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's not like as cool as I thought. It's not going to blast the hole from one end to the other?
Yeah,
no, the moon is not going to explode. Yeah, just refresh the page because that's probably the only way. It's like literally you have to.
I missed that too.
It's literally just a little speck of white and that's it.
Oh, really?
Yep. Watch.
Okay. That is pretty wild, though.
Ready? There was it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, we reloaded that for that shit?
But that's what that was. That
was like a cigarette burn on a fucking, like on the old school film fucking reels from Fight Club.
Yeah, exactly. But that was it.
Really?
That was it. But apparently that's a rare thing to capture.
Oh, to actually be able to see, yeah.
Be able to see it, and I mean, obviously, look at the fucking moon. It gets hit with shit.
Literally
constantly. But I guess it doesn't get captured.
That's what blows my mind, man. Not for nothing, dude, but the moon looks way different than when I was a kid. Like,
does it actually?
Definitely.
I have no idea.
Without a doubt, it looks way different than when I was a kid.
It's getting bombarded.
All that darkness on that side was not like that. I don't remember it being like that. To me, it seems like the moon looks way more.
I'm sure there are photographs from 1982. What were you born?
84.
84? Yeah, I'm sure there's photographs of the moon from then that could validate what you're saying.
Do you have any interest in going to get wings with me on my birthday? It's a Thursday.
Your birthday's in March?
It's in March.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, well, because I'm going to go during the day. You know,
what
take the day off.
Hooters and...
No, I go to 2 places in Danbury. They do your wings. Me and another buddy.
Oh, you have the same birthday, right?
Yeah. So it's a ton of wings, bro.
Yeah, on a Thursday? Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
On a Thursday.
Well, we're going to bring the podcast back to Wednesdays? You can do Wednesdays normally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
that
I
works.
should-
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Should be
you
a
could like
problem.
record and then go, but you probably want to go earlier, like right after.
No, I'm taking the day off. No,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
work my birthday.
I mean, I could take the day off to go eat wings with you.
Yeah,
probably.
do it. Why not?
Anyway, so
Anyway.
yeah, so that was it. It was
That
a
was
little
lame.
flick
Lame
on
as
the
fuck.
super-
Don't even bother looking that up, folks.
It's lame. It's lame visually.
Visually, it's
but-
lame, but it's
yeah.
cool that it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Next thing, Kamala Harris's logo disaster. We don't have to get into that. It's
I don't
somebody
know what the hell
running
that
for
is.
something. Future of digital
Lame.
journalism. All right, so we don't have to talk about this specifically, but it just reminded me of something that I think is kind of interesting. Are you familiar with the phenomenon? I think it's the end of the list. Are you familiar with the phenomenon of people creating bots and algorithms to write articles about news topics?
No.
So
people are
there's a chance that at least one. Actually, I would say it's probably 100% odds that at least one article that you've read in the last week was written by a bot.
Really? Like an AI?
Yeah. They've written AIs now that'll write that know how. I mean, I'm sure somebody.
When
looks
are
over
we
it.
gonna
That's
stop?
insane.
Who hasn't seen Terminator?
All right, I have to say.
What the
That's what Elon
fuck?
Musk was saying.
Well, listen.
Right?
I listened.
My guys.
I listened to there was a particle physicist, which I know isn't relevant to AI so much, but very smart guy. That he was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
I
and
think
he
I
was
watched that one too. It's
Brian
organic.
Cox.
It's organic. Yeah.
What? No,
So-
he said that we're so far away from it
It's-
actually being a threat to humanity.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. He's like, we should be cautious about it, but we're not. Like, it's not something you need to worry about right now. He
Until
says-
all of a sudden somebody hits the enter button on the wrong fucking algorithm, dude. Right?
I don't know. I don't think.
I mean, that's the thing, dude. Everything.
Well,
Everything.
an AI isn't as simple as an algorithm, but it's like there's a lot to. I don't know enough to say, but it's like some people say we should be worried. Some people say. I mean, like I think that things would have to go so wrong.
You're so right.
That's the assumption that whatever this AI, it would have to somehow be programmed or program itself
This is my.
to think that humans are a thing worth
This is my
eliminating.
mindset too. If you look at it from the negative aspect, then obviously that means that then you're looking at it as humans knowing that we need to be eradicated.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's the fear, right?
Yeah,
That
right.
all of a sudden the computer system's going to be like, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
Why don't you need us?
Yeah. It's kind of like the
So
people
that's
who are-
that's
the
our
people who
mind
are-
saying
the people who are
we
paranoid of their partner cheating all the time.
are
usually
yes
cheating.
yes
All the gay
exactly.
rights activists or all the anti-gay people. A lot of them come out to be gay.
Come out to yes exactly.
Yeah, like if you're really worried, if you're
like
really
those
worried
Catholic guys that bring the guy to the cabin.
I would.
We're gonna hate the
I feel
come out
fairly
here.
confident that if I were being judged by an AI, it might let me live.
Yeah. Okay.
think
You know
maybe
what?
I'd be on the okay
That's
side of
actually
that.
one of the things that I had always thought about too, man.
I think I could probably make my
Like-
case to an AI if it's smart. If it's so much smarter
If
than
it's
me,
so much smarter than you, you could
be
probably be able to
listen,
convert. Yeah.
You know, please hear me out.
Yeah. Please. Could you lower the knife? Could you just lower the knife so we could talk for a minute?
I mean, there's also like EMP blasts. You know, it's like if that's actually a thing. I don't know that it actually. is.
EMPs are legit.
Yeah. So like if it's
EMPs. I think we figured out
Yeah,
EMPs
so any
because of
fucking-
nuclear testing.
so you build the most advanced robot that you could possibly fucking think of that wants to kill me. You know, hit him with an EMP blast. I'm good,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
that-
Until
does that track?
until it knows.
Until it knows what.
Knows that EMPs will knock it out, and then it figures out
I
a
don't
lead
think there's
core.
anything that can be done.
Yeah, try to
Could
with
be.
lead.
Coat
Or
itself
something.
with lead.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I just feel like somehow or another would actually be well, whatever. Listen. Oh God, whatever.
I don't know. I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's yeah.
Concern.
You're probably
I'm
right.
I'm
Put it this way, dude. There's nothing I'm gonna personally do to be like, we need to stop now. Whatever, dude. Go ahead.
Not in our lifetime.
Well, that's
It's not
that's
for
well,
us.
yeah. That's the thing about any technology. It can be
I hope
argued
it's in
that
our
it's
lifetime.
bad. It can
That'd
be
be cool.
argued that
Because
it's
it's the
good.
thing too. Is my
Wait,
thoughts
hope
are,
that what's in our lifetime?
huh?
Hope that what happens in our lifetime?
Any
Threatening AI?
no, well,
Or AI advanced enough to be threatening
yeah,
potentially?
yeah. Because I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Well,
'Cause my thought
here's
is,
the
too,
thing
well, this is the
if
thing.
we get that far, think about all the really awesome shit we're gonna.
It's going to be able to do for us, which is going
Yeah.
to prolong our life
Like
to make us get to
if
that
an
point.
AI
where
gets so smart that it can actually wipe out humanity, it definitely is capable of figuring out how to cure cancer.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right? It's got to be, right?
yeah, that's true.
Like it'll be able to solve all of our problems. It's just a matter of are we going to listen to it? It'll be like, all right, word. If you guys want to actually fix, if you guys want to actually do renewable energy, this is
the way you
what
gotta
have
do
to do. And,
Yeah.
these are facts. Like,
wow,
this
you're
is
right. Why
hard
aren't we
math.
writing that?
This is
Why aren't
hard
we
math
figuring
that I'm
shit out?
showing you, and now you have to actually do it.
Yeah, this is what it's going to be.
Probably would still not happen.
Yeah.
They did make the one that there's some board game. It's called Go, I think, and they made the AI that is now the best player in the world. Nobody can beat it.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
and it started by just knowing the rules, and it just played and played.
And they can run a
play at such a
simulation.
fast rate.
It can make it play a bazillion times in a day.
Yeah.
And by the time it does that, it can outthink the person who's the best at it.
That's awesome. That's really cool, though.
It is, yeah.
That is really, really neat.
Cool.
It's like a hyper complex, like way more complex than chess as far as potential moves you can make and stuff.
It's called Go?
It's called Go, yeah. It's like an ancient Chinese.
I'm not sure. I only know about it
it's like a
because
super old. It's like thousands of years old. This
That's
game.
wild.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it was.
Remember Mancala?
Oh, Mancala's a good game. I
That's
haven't
a
played
good
it since I was like. That was one of the games when I was in like those like advanced classes when I was in middle school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the things. Like if you're bored, if you did your assignments,
You can go play
play
Mancala.
this strategy game.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
play this math like kind of game.
Dude, we sat Steven the other. There was probably about three months ago, maybe. My nephew Steven. I think Steven just turned 10. Steven just turned 10. So he goes, Uncle Joey, do you know how to play chess? And I'm like, yeah, I know how to play chess. He goes, would you like to play chess? And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll play chess. Full-fledged thinking I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me by this 10-year-old.
He's bad, right?
Bro, no, he's not. He's not. He knows how to play.
You beat him.
He knows how to play.
Yeah.
But then I'm like doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, right, that's right. Okay, this is chess. So I'm like, I gotta pay attention. I'm like, all right, you gotta be like however many moves ahead.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that. So I'm playing the game mentally in my head of how to, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let him fucking win. Because it was one of those things where it was like, oh man, and he says, well, you said that you weren't good. I'm like, compared to a lot of people, I'm not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sorry,
I'm just,
kid, you're just bad.
You're just not there yet. You know?
No offense, you're not good at this game.
Yeah,
you will get there.
You will
if
get
you
there.
continue to play until you're my age, I am fucked.
Yes, exactly.
Totally.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
that's what Gary Vee's thing is. He never lets his children score if he's playing one-on-one against them in basketball.
Who says that?
Gary
Vee.
Yeah.
Gary
Yeah.
Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with stuff like that, dude.
Yeah, fuck that,
I've been
dude.
saying the same thing, man. Cameron, like the new thing Cameron likes to do, dude. He wants to wrestle. He wants to fight. He goes, fight. So I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
So the first thing we do is we get down like wrestling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then like he comes charging at me, and I'm like, sweep, armbar.
Yeah, just talk,
Like,
whatever.
you know what I mean? I'm very careful with him and stuff. Every once in a while, I'll like act like he threw me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Give
I'm
him
like,
a little bit.
I'm gonna give him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing anything hurt.
You don't want to make them. Yeah, you don't want to make them depressed. But
No. Oh, no. We have fun with it.
This is the way the world works.
Exactly.
I am significantly larger than
I'm
you.
gonna kick the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I can't even believe I just said that about a fucking 2.5-year-old that is less than 3 feet tall. The fact of the matter, the point I'm trying to make, I'm not gonna let him win games.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just let my kid win games.
Yeah,
If it comes to a point where he's starting to be very, very down on himself, you're not ready to play this game.
Sure.
You're not ready for games.
Other conversations need to be had.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
If me beating you in a game really puts you in a depressed state, there's something else happening. It's
Exactly.
not about the fact that I beat you. It's about the fact that you're very emotionally vulnerable, and that's a different problem to address.
Exactly. Yes. I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
For sure.
That being
Well, I
said-
think we really hashed out some deep shit today.
We didn't hash out anything. I hate your guts.
Yeah,
still.
we did. I
No, we
convinced you
didn't.
that we didn't need a wall. That was
You
the
did not
fucking
convince me we didn't need a wall.
Play it back.
We. Great job.
My only point is that a wall doesn't seem to be the most cost-effective way to do it.
I agree with you. I do. You didn't convince me we don't need a wall. I do think that there may be other options. But securing a border is 100%.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with you.
Fucker.
No, but no, this is...
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Play it back.
Bring it back right now. I never said that. No, but I did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, I'm cool calling this. This has been fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
We'll do it again
What
in
was
2
this?
weeks.
You got it. Why 2 weeks? I thought you said every week. No,
I got it. There's other people that want to do it, man.
Valid
you know,
point.
I can't. And then what am I
That's
going to
fine.
do? Do one every 2 days? No way. That's not going to happen.
Fucking man up, bro.
Eventually,
Listen,
maybe.
if it starts
Yeah,
making
why
some
not?
money, I will happily do it every single day.
Why wouldn't you do it every single day?
Because it's a lot of work on the back end.
True.
You know, it's not as simple as just sitting down and doing this. There's other shit that needs to go on. So,
That's a good point.
you know,
But
it'll
you get the content.
You get there. You get there. Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty. All right, cool. Well, this has been
Thank
another
you.
episode of
I
Super
appreciate it.
Serial Season 2, I guess.
You're a fucking loser.
Well, we
It's
get
fucking
it.
season.
There was
season
a
nothing.
There was a hiatus. We're back now.
Season 2? What a fucking idiot. It's just
That's a little
bullshit.
pretentious of me. That do we even have a season 1?
Wait a minute, we don't even know how many episodes were in season 1.
Second attempt at a podcast.
Yeah, I'll take
2.0. Yeah,
2.0.
Or maybe 1.2.
It's 1 point. Yeah, 1.2.
Or maybe beta. Or maybe we're in beta now. It was alpha before.
Yeah.
There you go. Right.
We'll be a polished thing someday.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, till next time. Is that a thing? No, whatever.
It's too late now. It's a
You
fucking
copied
thing
me
now.
very easily.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Okay.